Hello YouTube, and welcome back to the beginner tutorial series on RPG Maker MV. In today's video we're going to be creating an NPC, a non-player character. Okay, let's get started. Last time we made this map with this tool here, the map maker. In this video we're going to be learning all about events to create an NPC. It's this one here. You click this button here. As you can see, the map now turns into squares. Each one is an available event you can double click on. So once you double click on one of these boxes, one of these empty squares, and it'll bring up this crazy looking event manager. Don't worry about it. What the first thing to note here is you've got the priority and the trigger. This is how, when we've got the commands set up in the contents window here, the panel, this is how it will be triggered. If it's set to action button, that means the player has to press the return key, click the mouse button, or press the Z key, or Z for British people. And if it was on player touch, that means the player just has to walk into it to activate it. If it's on event touch, that means the event, but if it's an NPC, would be an event. If the NPC walked into the player, that would trigger it. Like if you had the NPC on approach, so it approaches the player, as soon as the event, in this case the NPC, touches the player, it would trigger. And then you've got auto run. It'll run as soon as you enter the map, the whole command list, but the player won't be able to move unless you tell it otherwise, to go to a different event page and then choose action button below characters, so it's no longer an auto run, or you won't be able to move. Parallel updates does the commands over and over again every frame, but you'll be able to move. It's like auto run, but you'll be able to move, but it's quite process heavy. If you don't know what you're doing with parallel processes, I'd leave them alone unless you really have to use them, because they can be quite hungry. It can really slow down your game if you have too many of them. That's the trigger type. So if you leave it on action button, we've got below characters. You've got to actually stand on the tile or go over it, so it's below you, to click the action button to trigger it. If it's same as characters, that means it's on the same plane as you. It means you're right next to it, and you can press the action button. And above characters, obviously, if it's above you. So if you had it on, we want ours on the same as characters, because we're going to be talking to an NPC and it's on our same planes, on the same level as the character, and we want to trigger it as an action button rather than, if you had it on player touch, that means if we walk into him, it'll trigger it. But we want to have to actually click on the mouse or press the Z key or press the enter button to trigger it. Then what you want to do, you want to click on this image here. This will be the image for the event. So double click on that, and we'll go to, say, people for, and we'll choose her. And then what you've got the autonomous movement. If we leave it on fixed, she wouldn't move at all. Then you've got random. That means she'll move in a random direction all the time. She won't stop moving, but she'll move in a random direction. Approach means as soon as she's in sight, she'll approach the character. It's good to have approach on with event touch, because she'll approach, and when she comes up to close to the player, it'll trigger. So if you wanted to enter someone's house and you wanted the occupant of the house to start a fight with you because he doesn't like you being in the building, you click on approach and you move the speed and the frequency up to maximum, and they would speed quickly to you. You won't be able to get away, and then it trigger a battle scene if you had battle processor on, which comes in a later tutorial. That's for approach. And custom, if you click on that, this route becomes activated. You can click on that, and then you can sort of make them move in any direction you want. So if you click move down, she'll move down one tile. Then if you click left, she'll move left one tile. Then if you click up, she'll move up one tile. Then if you move right, she'll move right one tile, basically round in a circle. You can make her move up, move lower left. All these can do one step forward. Then we could jump if we want to. We could wait. There's 60 frames in a second, so if we put 120, then she'll wait 2 seconds. Then we could have a turn towards player, then turn at random. You can play sound effects. You can then go transparent, change image. You can change the opacity of the character, and all that sort of stuff. But we don't want it. And then you've got repeat movements. If that's checked, as soon as it gets through this list, it'll start over again from the top. It'll loop, it'll repeat. If you click skip if cannot move, it's best practice to do that, because if she's trying to move right and she's blocked, if you didn't have a skip if cannot move, if you didn't have that on, she just stays stuck there. But if she gets stuck, it'll skip the next frame, and it'll keep skipping them until she can actually make a valid move. It's best to leave that checked for that one. What we're going to do is we're going to leave it on random, and speed is how quickly she moves from tile to tile. So if we have 3 times slower, and the frequency is how quickly it'll update, ready for her to move to the next tile. So if we had it on normal, that means she's going to move normal speed, and if we had it on lowest, it means she'll move speed will be normal when she's moving from tile to tile, but she'll make those decisions to move a lot less frequent as if we had it opposed to if we had it on highest. So we'll have speed on slower, and we'll have speed on 2 times 4 slower, and we'll have the movement on normal. So she'll move quite slow, but every time she wants to make a different move, she'll move at a regular. It'll update normally how frequently she'd be able to move slower. And we want same as characters, and we want to use the action button. Then what you want to do is you want to click up here, click on show text, where it says face, you can give it a face, so double click on that, and she was people for, so we'll click on her, and I guess this will be her here. So you've got a picture next to the text. And when you put in the text what you want her to say, or him, never go past this line where the mouse icon is, or your text will get cut off at this point. And you've got a preview window here, and you can have the background in a window, you can have it dim, transparent, you can have it at the bottom, middle, or top. We'll have ours for the first one, we'll have top and window, and what I'll get to say, hello, can you help me find some flowers? Then we'll click OK. You can get a little preview so you know, see if your text is getting cut off or not. Then we'll click OK, and we'll double click on here again. We'll go to show choices this time. You can have up to 6 different choices. You don't have to have yes or no. You can type in whatever you want it to say. So we can put, we will help you, exclamation mark. And then for choice 2 we'll put, sorry, not at this time, exclamation mark. And we'll click OK. Then you see when we've okayed that, it'll say show choices, we will help you, sorry not at this time. Then it says we will help you, then whatever you put in here will come up if you choose this option. But if you choose sorry not this time, whatever you put in here will come up. So if we click on we will help you, we'll make her say, we'll put show text with no text, then people for will make her say, oh, great, I will reward you with 100 gold for finding me 3 roses. Then this time we'll have a dim one, and we'll have it on middle, just so you can see the different window boxes for the text dialogue. And for sorry not this time, we'll make her say show text again, double click on the face, best of the face, click on her, I'll put, oh, well, never mind. And this time we'll have transparent, and we'll have it at the top. No, we won't. If you ever want to edit these, if I was to double click on any of these commands, like this one's a command, it'll bring up the choices menu. You don't actually want, if you want to edit it, you just click spacebar and it'll bring it up what you did, and you can edit it. So we'll have bottom for that one. So now if we go to play our game, she should be moving at random. quite slow. See, look, she's moving quite slow. But the frequency of which she updates ready for her next action is quite quick, I think. I can't know what we did now. But if we go... we have to click on the button. I clicked on the mouse button there, but you can press Enter or Z to activate it. You can't really see the text because the clock's in the way. But she said, hello, can you help me find some flowers? We can put, we will help you. Then she said, oh great, I will reward you with 100 gold for finding these 3 roses. We talk to her again, so we trigger it again. This time we say, sorry, not this time. Oh well, never mind. And she just keeps saying that over and over again, because I haven't set up any commands for her to say something different, or to ignore us if we don't enter the mission. That comes in the tutorials in this playlist. But I've got a tutorial already uploaded called how to make quests if you want to do something a bit more advanced with switches and variables, but I'll be covering switches and variables in later videos when they're uploaded. If you've liked this video at all, YouTube, please give it a thumbs up, because that's all for today, for this video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider it. I'd really appreciate the support. Until next time, YouTube, stay safe, be lucky. This is Bad Apple Gamer, and I'm signing out.
Get ready.